Hi, this is Elliot Eisenberg of Graphs and Laughs and Builders Capital with episode number 5 on housing affordability. And the question is, why has housing gotten so expensive? We know in coastal America, over the last 10, 20, 30 years, housing has gotten very expensive. Washington, Baltimore, Boston, DC, and then all of the West Coast, right from Seattle all the way down to San Diego. What's going on? There are 3 basic factors that are driving this behavior. The first one is regulatory costs. Builders simply can't build an affordable home. Land use costs, so very low density housing makes it hard, or very limited opportunities for high density right downtown, which makes it also very expensive, but very hard to build a house. Codes have gotten stricter. The time it takes to get the permit takes longer, and so on. That's reason number 1. Reason number 2 is housing finance. Every time there's an innovation in housing finance, which enables people who heretofore weren't able to finance a house to now finance a house, that increases demand because people who couldn't get a house before now can. But if that's not met with a commensurate increase in the supply of housing, the price goes up because demand is up, supply is not up, equilibrium price is higher. So when Fannie or Freddie make an improvement, or FHA or rural, agricultural department make an improvement in availability of financing, raises the cost of housing. The third reason is travel times. In the past, originally people could walk, so they lived very close to the city center. Then there was horse and buggy. Then there was a car. Then there were freeways. And each of these technological innovations allowed people to live further from the central business district or the CBD. But there's been no improvement in the last 30 or 40 years. As a matter of fact, it's gotten worse. Travel times have gotten reduced as traffic has gotten worse, and therefore the demand to live in the inner city area has gone up, pushing the price of housing up. By contrast, if we could live further and further away, but not have to spend that much time commuting, that would be great. So self-driving cars would be a great solution. Instead of spending an hour at home shaving, getting dressed, taking a shower, reading the newspaper, and having breakfast, if you did that in a self-driving car, then you could live even further out, and houses at the periphery wouldn't be so expensive. So those are the reasons why housing prices have gotten more expensive. Unless they fundamentally change, housing prices will continue to rise faster than the incomes, wages of people in many cases, making housing more and more unaffordable in more and more cases, making people probably want to rent apartments more. That's it for this week. See you next week.